Alright guys, let's do an update on the DHB experiment. I'm in my hot tub, as you can tell, at almost 12 a.m. Had a long work day and did legs and pulled my groin doing a bunch of adductor machines. They have a wide variety of different versions at LVAC where your legs are completely straight, and then they have ones where your legs are bent, and I utilize every machine possible, probably way too heavy, and now my right side of my groin hurts, so we're gonna stretch and soak in here. But so I posted on my Instagram, I think Instagram, not Facebook, but Instagram, my blood work after four and a half weeks of DHB at 400 milligrams a week, and everything was very similar except the bun, the blood, urine nitrogen levels, or urea nitrogen levels. That rose considerably. So it was 32, which was elevated prior on TRT, and then it went up to 48. And that was concerning, but not overly concerning because the EGFR and creatinine levels were still healthy and normal. Those did not budge. So it was probably the variables of adding more protein per day, because now I eat every 2 hours on the dot, whereas on the TRT I was instinctively eating, which, wow, that's annoying. Damn dog. I was instinctively eating, so it came out to like 4 to 5 meals, and then once I got regimented with the DHB, it's 8 to 9 meals. So just the increase in protein and nitrogen retention could be possibly skewing the bun levels, or it could be the DHB. It very well could be. The hematology stayed pretty much the same, although it did, I think the RBC count rose by 0.5, so it did elevate just slightly, but other than that, hemoglobin, I think hematocrit's still normal. God, cats are so quiet. Liver, pretty much the same. I trained the day before, so of course that skews things too considerably, but I kept all the variables the same. So I mean, all in all, cholesterol was very similar, so it really didn't lower my HDL anymore. 27 and 26, something like the same that it was. So you know, I wanted to think that maybe something very powerful and anabolic would skew my blood levels quite rapidly, even though it's a cypionate. But I'd say by 4.5 weeks in, you should start to feel a pretty good kick. Usually around day 10, you start feeling something from a long ester. At least I do, or did. So, you know, as far as the physical effects, it's hard to say. I did post some pictures in my bathroom like I do, and, you know, angles are a little different each time, and maybe the lighting, the daylight or natural lighting that sometimes peeks through. So all in all, my weight's very similar. So I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I'm an impatient bastard, and I'm not saying the product's fake. I really don't know. That's the thing. I just don't feel a big punch or kick from it, like, at all. I don't feel any different, and I really don't want to waste my time wondering and pondering, you know, the product, unless I have a mass spectrometry or liquid chromatography, actual expectation of it, and really see what the chemical is, and I don't. So like I mentioned on, or alluded to on Instagram, I was thinking about maybe dropping the experiment, and I'm going to try to send it in, a sample, and get it actually tested, the bottles that I have, just to know my own assurance, and then to share with you guys. And then I can maybe restart it again later if I want to at a higher dose, what have you. And I pondered doing a microdose of tren acetate. When I mean micro, I mean 10 milligrams a day or less. Sounds kind of silly to some up-and-comers or newbies, but in reality, if you think about it, tren is, on paper, I know on paper it doesn't always pan out to real-world effects, but 5 times more anabolic, 5 times more androgenic than testosterone. You got to think, some people use TRT, testosterone, at only 100 milligrams a week to 70 milligrams a week, and get results as far as feeling better and having sex drive, libido. You do that with a product that's 5 times more potent than testosterone at 70 milligrams a week, it's probably going to do something. Whether it's going to, you know, cut fat like a mother effer and blow you up, maybe not, but I think it might do. I think people underestimate the power of trend, or they just, throughout the years, it is what it is. You take 50 a day, you take 100 a day, 100 every other day, 150 every other day. It is the thing that's been carried on through bodybuilding tradition. That just is what it is. There's no right way though, guys. So I might ponder doing 10 milligrams a day, and I'd backload an insulin syringe. So your typical 1 milliliter insulin syringe, it's lined up from 10 at the bottom to 100 at the top, and literally I'd fill it, just backload it to the 10 mark, pop it in the shoulder every day, hopefully around the same time period, 24 hours, and see what happens there. Problem is, I've been dabbling in only prescription stuff for the most part, so this would be me digging in the tackle box and hoping the trend that I have is legit. Looks gold or amber, kind of dark, and so there's a couple different brands, but I don't really know if it's real. You just trust that it is. I don't really remember, and we might move into that, transition to that. But right now, I will say that I'm going to stop the DHB, and I apologize. I just don't want to waste my time with the Primo. It's in an anthate ester, remember, and I felt Primo within 2 weeks. So Primo was something that I noticed within 2 weeks as far as drying me out and hurting my joints from lowering my estrogen and all that stuff, and blood work did get worse. So that was something that I knew was definitely felt working. Wasn't that impressed as far as mass and fullness. It actually made me flatter and lighter and drier. But as far as this product though, I don't want to write it off. Don't want to turn people off from it. It's just me personally. I don't feel much different than running my normal TRT. So what's the point of being on a product, altering things, if you really don't look that much better? Might as well be healthier and stay on TRT, or try a new compound experiment. So that is where I'm at with that, guys. And I will keep you guys posted whatever I decide to do, of course. Oh, and another thing I wanted to say is that it's now been like 5.5, almost 6 weeks, So not just the 4 weeks, I've been on another 10 to 14 days after my blood work now. So it's still the same. I haven't noticed any oh man, week 4 kicked in. I feel it now. So it's been 5.5, almost 6 weeks. I started it a week or more before the Arnold, and it's almost April 1st. It's approaching that, so it's been enough time to tell what's going on. So I just wanted to reiterate that part and say that it was past 4 weeks. I think that's kind of important. All right, guys, so I'm getting ready to go on my trip to Oregon tomorrow, and I ordered my MegaFit meals a little too late on Monday, so they don't arrive till Friday. So tomorrow I have to fend for myself. So I bought 4 packs of the 99% lean turkey. I'm going to cook it now on the skillet here, and I'm going to freeze it then, and then put it on a hot and cold bag so I can carry it on the plane and have food for tomorrow. Plus I have my reduced sodium tuna, which is 150 milligrams, if you can see that. Anyway, just believe me, compared to 200, so it's a little bit better. All right, so I'm gonna cook this. It's late, it's like 9:30 at night. I'm gonna freeze it and see if it'll freeze in 10 to 12 hours whenever we leave. So turkey's done. I weighed out each bag in 7 ounces, which is my normal protein consumption. So there's like 7 bags here, plus the tuna, so I should be good tomorrow. I'm gonna put these right now in the freezer, so they thaw out while I fly and they stay fresh. I'll also probably put 2 in the refrigerator because I'll eat 2 while I travel. Because I'd rather eat this than the tuna. Tuna's last resort. So I'm gonna pop these in the freezer now, and hopefully they freeze solid so they stay fresh during the flight. All right, guys, the next day, I have my hot and cold bag, my carry-on, and my turkey is nice and frozen, so it'll thaw out perfectly as I carry it on the flight. So that's what you do. You don't make excuses. Remember, protein's the most important thing. You always get your carbs once you're in town, but make sure the protein is with you. Standing in line, Rachel's getting some delicious bagels.
Just one. Spinach, mushroom, and Swiss.
That I'm not partaking in. I got my tuna. I stay true.
Smokey's really sad too. Doesn't want us to go on this trip. We should go home.
cinnamon and sugar looks good. I'd do the cinnamon and sugar if I was going to do it, or French toast. And jelly. All right, so we're in Oregon, Westland, with my buddy Randy Sebastian. Here's his actual main house.
We're going into the party house.
Right now, this is his party house that's connected on the property. Party house here. That's a shed, which is actually a fun house for his wife. There's his real house. We're gonna go inside whatever this is. I'm getting confused now. It's like a crib inside of a crib. Wait, so what's this, Randy? This is a
room just for parties.
So this is a party room. So we got the bar,
It has everything you need.
which is literally a bar.
A sunken wet bar.
You could hire like a bartender and he could work here.
And this was modeled after Red Square in Vegas, like the ice
Yeah.
thing.
That's sick.
So, and then, what's cool about it is people like hanging by a fireplace. They
Wow.
like watching UFC or Oregon Duck football here, right?
Okay, so this is the room whenever you have like party pictures and people are all hanging out.
Yeah,
It's this.
yeah.
Okay.
People hang out here.
Gotcha.
This has like the most largest garage ever, too.
This is sick.
You're missing the garage part.
The TV puts ours to shame. It's bigger than ours.
Then there's a bathroom inside. Right there's a cool
Bathroom.
And then
A rocky shed. Who's that guy's side chest?
yeah, right.
I think it's this guy.
I'll turn the lights on.
This is cool. There's freaking animal heads everywhere. Spread apart bear. It's like a boar.
Ew, a Ducks fan.
Oregon Ducks, of course.
Go Huskies.
This is sick. Wow.
There's fish, cat trailer. Yeah, we do camp.
That's fun. I could ride that. I could ride these little bikes. Wow.
This is
You're ready for baby Porter with the radio flyer.
What's in
oh
here?
yeah. This is what we really love to do. Whitewater rafting and camping. So this is fun. Both these rafts have kitchen gear, all the stuff.
What's in there?
This is the
Oh,
salmon fishing.
we
boat.
keep going.
There's all these rooms. There's rooms inside of rooms inside of rooms.
And this is the salmon boat.
Ah, that's a
It's
big
a
boat.
jet sled. It'll
we've
go in
reached
like
the
6
end.
inches of water.
What's up top here? 'Cause you
Just a
can climb
loft
up?
for storage stuff. Yeah, there's a little ladder there.
So you could have had a gym in many of these places, but you actually choose to work out elsewhere.
Here's my old school weight equipment that I had ever since I was a kid.
Right.
I keep it over here because I don't, that cardio room.
Right.
And then I go to the gym.
But Randy, like your house is so great. Like I don't even know how you travel this much.
It's part of a cable
I would
crossover.
just stay here all the time.
Shop.
So what's right here?
That's a little storage room.
Still not done.
It keeps going. There's a
Apparently we're going.
2,300-foot 2-bedroom apartment. My kids live here.
There's an apartment above all that.
Yeah.
We're in the
Oh,
apartment.
we're going into your kid's house.
This is my kid.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So this is just the area above the.
Wait, they're not home.
So this is connected to what we just walked into, the barn.
My daughter and son live here.
This is the above apartment. Above.
She's a flight attendant, so she's not here much.
The doors are really nice.
Looks like some good lighting. That's cool. What's the square footage on this apartment, Randy?
2,300 feet.
Oh my gosh, man.
It's got a really cool master.
Matt, look
Wow.
at the view too. And then the nice huge shower. We're trying to remodel our bathroom
Beautiful.
right now because the shower's too small.
Oh, look at that shower.
It's a great
That's
shower.
what we want.
Heated floor, feel this. Heated towel warmers.
That's what we want. I saw you put that in that.
It is
house.
heated.
And I was like, oh, Matt and I have
They're
been
the
wanting
best.
those.
TV for the hell of
You
it.
always leave it on?
Yeah, it just stays on. The floors are heated. And then the operation we talked about was gonna go down there. I got it ready to go, and then I pulled the plug.
Right now we're at the what's supposed to be a shed.
Yeah,
Another part of
my
Randy's
cat, San Diego,
acres.
So he likes to go in there, so we put that deer fencing in so he doesn't mess with the bird.
So Randy, the initial intention for this shed was like a tool shed, or what
This
kind of?
was, I used to keep quads in my raft in here, and then.
But
and
now
do-
his wife
Now it's.
has her own little space.
This is her she shed. She has wine parties with her girlfriends in here. They hang out. She uses her little gardening sink.
Yeah,
Gardens
chill.
there. Yeah, it's just kind of her man caves, right?
And she has no TV though.
No TV. No.
You don't do that.
Just
Girls
hanging out.
She
hanging
said
out.
sheds are hanging
Some
out.
wine.
Yeah.
cheese.
So we left the rafters open.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And then you got this playground back here.
Little kid playground.
All ready for baby Porter to come visit.
You bet.
Yeah.
And then you got a pool out front.
Main house is right here.
Got a really good pool situation.
Side of it. Gorgeous scenery. I love the air in the Northwest. It's just so fresh and nice.
Higher swing.
There's 18 acres, so there's a creek and got a motocross track down there. Yeah, mountain bike.
Oregon pool, baby.
This is cool,
Like,
actually.
I thought they were easy.
Oregon pool. Then what's this little area? This little shed or
This is a
what?
pool house.
Pool
It's
house.
under renovation right now, but I'll show you what we're doing.
Freaking pool house. Oh, Rachel.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got the head footage too. she didn't fall.
She's good.
She stayed on her feet.
Quick feet.
But Randy's renovating this area, obviously, so.
Yeah, we're painting the cabinets and the ceiling and putting new fixtures in.
So pool house, you just kind of come in here, chill, grab some drinks,
Yep, hang out.
grab some, well,
When do you
Stay out of
expect
the
that
sun.
to be finished by?
Oh, we're gonna have it done in May. Pool season starts in May around here.
Friday morning. Once again, our friend Randy is kind enough to let us stay at his house while we are in Oregon, and he's actually on trip. He has just Cannondale bikes just chilling on the ceiling and letting us drive his amazing vehicles that we probably don't know how to operate because they're too advanced for us. And we have access to this other Escalade, I believe. Pretty sweet. So very grateful to have good friends. And we're gonna go visit my mom. I haven't seen her for over a year. I got my turkey with me. Still haven't got my Mega Fit meals yet. We're leaving the house. You can see there's the view of it on all his property. 18 acres, right, Rich?
Yeah, I like these trees.
So beautiful, Northwest here. This is why I miss Oregon, just like the scenery, not so much downtown Portland. There's some other really cool homes over here. We'll pass one on the right that I remember seeing yesterday. It was really cool. But it's actually the guy's moving is what he said. He's trying to sell it for Lord knows how much.
Whoa. Hey, buddy.
Actual animals.
Oh, is this your package?
No. Ooh, that could be my Mega Fit meals. We might have, we done cross paths with the FedEx.
Do you have a package for Randy's house? I think we need to turn around and pick it up. Okay. Thank you.
Well, looks like we're gonna go pick up my package straight from the source. Witnessing it firsthand. Headed back to pick up the Mega Fit meals. Little detour. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mega Fit.
Yay, that's exactly what we were looking for.
That's the box, guys. That's Mega Fit right there. All right, guys. So here we are in Tigard, Oregon. Behind me is Sports Nutrition Center, S&C. This is the first place I bought my first thing of Celtec at in like 2001. The owners have been in the bodybuilding industry for over 25 years. So this is where it all started for me. I'm doing a demo today for MPA Sups. You see the awesome weather in Oregon. I don't miss it one bit, but we're gonna go back to where I started and do this demo. And this is the store I came in for when I was a teenager and asked what show could I do. I didn't know about any shows, and she showed me the MPC calendar for 2004, and I picked the Northern Golds Classic Teen Division in 7 weeks, and this is where it all started. So we're gonna go do a demo today. It's an awesome store too. They have everything. It's like overstocked with product everywhere. It's very congested with a lot of products. So that foot out your lats a lot more.
Here, I'm gonna back up.
Good. It's a really good shot.
Yeah, his poses are really good.
Everything's balanced, your shoulders relaxed, touches. Same thing with your surroundings. There you go. Elbow back more. There you go. Air out. Immediately.
Good.
Stay there. Alright guys, so I'm training at Boom Fitness today in Oregon. I just want to say these Airdyne bikes, the wind bikes, best intervals you can do in my opinion. I can only do 5 minutes. 5 minutes equates to 20 to 30 minutes on the elliptical. It's amazing. So you keep your speed low for however many seconds you want, 90 seconds, then all out 30, or 45 seconds, all out 15. I can only do 45, 15. These are farmer walk treadmills, or farmer carries. Didn't mess with those. But these machines are phenomenal. Schwinn makes a version which I think is maybe a little better because the seat's softer, but this is a Stairmaster. I did 5 minutes and I'm winded as I've ever been. So we're at Boom Fitness right now.
No, I'm the vanilla.
Had a family lunch and you can see Rachel, I donated my ice cream to her. She has double ice cream.
Oh yeah.
Then on,
That's Spumoni, my Sherbert.
and then this was not complimentary. I think that's a pretty penny.
$6.
But you know the sourdough bread's on point at Old Spaghetti Factory.
Well, I like the Samoas.
Can't get pretty.
Cedar Hills Rec Center. That's where I trained in high school. Every day after school we'd come to Cedar Hills Rec Center because it was $14 a month or 50 cents a day. And that's where we trained, our buddy and I.
Did you give them 50 cents a day?
No, I didn't give him 50 cents a day. I paid him 14 bucks cash.
Where'd you get that money?
It was like saved up lunch money. I'm not even kidding. Right here, we're passing it because we're driving to my friend's house. Childhood friend. So there's the weight room up there in the top windows. You can't really see it. That is history.
Stomping grounds. We haven't been filming that much because we've been seeing family mostly.
Yep. It's actually not raining right now. It's pretty decent outside.
First day. It's not raining.
There's paw prints on here. This camera can catch it.
That's from Santino.
Santino the cat. So we are in Beaverton, Oregon right now.
That's where we lived for many years. 9 together. Well, you lived there forever.
Yeah.
Tired of
All right, here we are. My old favorite place in Oregon, New Seasons Market, which is, you can say similar to Whole Foods, but we and Rachel think it's better. They're in Washington too.
Yeah.
So this is New Seasons Market. What's the unique things I got here? The egg white chips, which I haven't seen. The IPS egg white chips.
It's probably a good thing that
And then
my
the
belly is very full and I just ate because I'm not into buying a bunch of stuff.
So yeah, they usually have,
They have good baked goods too.
yeah, it's similar to Whole Foods, but a little better in my opinion. Do not get any of these during a diet. It's the devil. Nut butters have no place in a diet. They are just a pure cheat food. This is like nut butter heaven, as you can see. It's getting to the point it's ridiculous. There is no health involved in chocolate, coconut, peanut butter, pumpkin spice. That looks ridiculous. Raw almond butter. But this right here, my friends, in Portland, homemade. All right, so I took a picture of this on Instagram, but this is the Jay Cutler dish
So delicious.
from Make a Fit Meals. Focus. 42 grams of protein, 49 grams of carbs, 5 grams of fat. It's really good. And it has the sauteed onions and bell peppers. And it comes with teriyaki sauce, which is really good too.
Is that your new favorite?
It's It's my new favorite for pre-workout with carbs. So definitely shout out to Mega Fit Meals for this awesome dish. Of course, Jay Cutler loves this dish. In all his videos, he makes it during his prep. He always sautés vegetables, all that good stuff. So if you're ever traveling, I would order a couple of these J Bowls, or if not, every meal a J Bowl, and use my code MPA10. My last day here, staying at my good friend's house, which has been a luxury, driving the Escalade, staying in this gorgeous home. It's been like a vacation. Like, this is better than any hotel. So this is our last day, and I'm gonna go train at Boom Fitness right now and hopefully get on that Airdyne bike and kill it for 5 minutes with intervals. And it's been a pretty good trip to Oregon so far. Back at Portland Airport, and we're catching our plane, and I found a place that has decent food, Cafe Yum, or Yum. And we'll show you what we're getting here.
We're losing seats. There's like no seats.
Okay, we'll get a seat. But it's a really good spot. We like it. It's they have a bunch of different bowls with red beans, black beans. You could add white breast chicken. You'll see. All right, I'm happy what I see. I see black beans, plain white chicken breast, organic brown rice, because I'm definitely having more carbs today because I'm doing crazy Airdyne spin bike. Rachel got a jam-packed bowl. It looks really heavy.
I'm not sure
Looks
about
solid.
this chicken.
Whoa, that's my chicken. Same chicken I'm having. What are you not sure about?
Doesn't it look kind of processed?
Is it Subway chicken?
A little better than Subway.
All right, anyway. What do you do? You're at the airport.
I got soup too from Elephants. It's actually,
The Elephant
they use the
Delicatessen.
same soup from Elephant's Delicatessen, which I think is like the best. It's Mama Leone's.
What kind of soup? Is it tortilla soup?
It's a
What is
creamy tortilla, or creamy tomato with chicken
it? Is that
base.
sour cream in that bowl? Or what is that? Mm-hmm. You didn't get the non-fat yogurt, you got the sour cream?
Come on, give me a break.
Yeah, right. I think this is hummus. Hummus and teriyaki.